Hey everyone, I'm Dave Knowlton from the Learning Vibes podcast, and I am here with my co-host, Dr. Annie Ranking. How are you, Annie?
Good, Dave. How are you? I see that you have your drum set up for us to see, and I think that's going to lead us down our conversation today. So for you listeners and viewers right now, we are the co-hosts of the Learning Vibes podcast. You can find us at www.learningvibespodcast.weebly.com. And we are doing these short basement chats to talk about different ways that we can be learning the artistry of learning, bringing learning and creativity into our lives during this time of social distancing and kind of isolation within our homes. So Dave is going to kind of take the lead today, and I think he's going to be talking about rhythm. Is that right, Dave?
Yeah, Annie, as a drummer, I've always loved rhythm, and I've always thought of rhythm as something you hear. But I'm currently reading a very good book called Art as Experience by John Dewey. Not an easy read at all. This man loves long sentences. But one of the things he talks about is being aware of rhythm all around us. And not just rhythms that we hear, but also rhythms that we see in repeated patterns, in subtle changes of patterns. And Dewey talks about that one of the reasons we get in the monotony of life is because we forget to recognize that art is all around us. So my challenge for all of you listeners is, as you're walking by your dryer this week, stop and listen to the rhythm of your dryer or the hum of your computer. Notice the rhythm by the repeated patterns in the oriental rug in your living room, or the cheap print that hangs on your bedroom wall. Or maybe I just told you more about my home than you ever wanted to know. Or even when you're talking to people, those moments of punctuation, whether it's through volume, whether it's through a change of verbiage, whether it's through silence, we change rhythms in what we hear, in the way we articulate, through what we see, through how the world unfolds before us, whether we're looking at something as magnificent as a Monet painting, or whether it's something as benign as just walking into our kitchen for the 400th time in one day, which I'm doing a lot of during this COVID virus.
During this, yes.
And seeing how the visual rhythm of a room unfolds. Rhythms all around us in everything we see, everything we hear, in the textures we touch. And I think we can elevate our own learning and life by just tuning into rhythms. What do you think?
I love that. Yeah, I love that.
As I turn my attention back to you, I immediately noticed the rhythm of the beams on your ceiling in your basement.
Yes, and we recently moved, so so if you saw behind me, you'd see the rhythm of boxes, because we are still in the process of unpacking from a few months ago. But this also brought to mind yesterday. My husband is an avid reader and was outside reading, and I just wanted to go outside because it was nice. And I laid down in our hammock. I didn't have anything going. I'm usually a person who has a podcast going, who has music going, who has kids talking to me, and I just had nothing. And the sound of the birds put me to sleep. That they're just calming down and listening to that rhythm of what is outside really brought what you're talking about home. It just kind of slows you down and makes you really think about what you have and where you're at. That's awesome. So I hope listeners can do that.
And the rhythm of nature is one of the most beautiful things I know of.
Absolutely. Yes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please watch our other videos, and you can follow us on Facebook at Learning Vibes Podcast. Dave, is there anything else?
That's it. Try to find
Excellent.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.